experiences along the way. AAA. We're always with you.
Create your ultimate summer escape at Ashley's Summer Savings Event with hot buys for every room starting at just $199. Plus, save up to 25% off your entire purchase, in-store only. Only at Ashley.
What is this place?
Vampires and daywalkers hate each other. Fight for what you believe in.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
To stand up with the rest of the people in our community and say, this is not okay. This is not the United States of America.
Now at 6 a.m., a major clash in Camarillo. Federal agents raid a massive cannabis farm. What started as an immigration enforcement operation quickly escalated into a clash with protesters.
New developments in the courtroom. A federal judge in Los Angeles appears ready to limit DHS immigration operations. Details on the accusations of racial profiling behind the challenge.
A deadly stabbing in Thousand Oaks. Deputies respond to a disturbance call and find a man unresponsive. And now the search is on for whoever's responsible. Good morning. I'm John Gregory, along with Irene Cruz and Tony Cabrera. Rachel's off this morning.
We'll get straight to the weather this morning on this Friday. The good news is, like, the temperatures are coming down, Leslie Lopez.
Yeah, even just a few degrees will be very helpful, especially in our Inland Empire Valley communities. And that's where we're going to be heading today. We're going to get to see a little cool down for the afternoon. Some places might even drop as much as 10 degrees, but most areas anywhere from 5 to 6 is pretty fair. We're getting right back to Long Beach, about 65, 64 into areas closer to Santa Monica. Temperatures over into areas of Riverside, about 62 degrees. And then we have a little bit more of that cloud coverage today. So the marine layer is back. It's kind of like Mother Nature's air conditioning. We have a little bit of a sea breeze picking up. That's carrying that cloud coverage into our area. And so our temperatures start to fall. Now tomorrow, we might even pull off a little mist and drizzle along the coastal areas just because that marine layer is going to get a little bit thicker with the stronger onshore winds. Beyond that, we're back to really nice temperatures. We're back to about 84 degrees out towards downtown Los Angeles. Inland Orange County, it's 83, and then heading out the door for the valleys, Inland Empire 96. Very pretty as we're heading out towards the coastline today. It is cooling down 70, so we're not up to 78 degrees like we saw yesterday. So that's a big drop for the coast. And then our mountains are getting back to 84, and then the high desert's climbing to 103. All right, we'll have more coming up in a little bit. We're going to talk more about where we're headed for the next couple of days because that cool down does continue. I just let you know that it's still going to stay warm, but cooler is better. Cooler, any kind of cooler is better.
We'll take a few degrees, right?
Yeah. Over to you guys. John,
Leslie, thank you.
Tony.
Okay, let's check in on our traffic this morning. There is a multi-vehicle crash happening on the westbound 60 at Nogales Street in Rowland Heights. Several vehicles are in the center divider, while others are on the right shoulder. So at this time, it's unknown if there are any injuries. Traffic is starting to build up, so expect some delays if you're traveling in this area.
Well, developing news now and the fallout from a heated confrontation in Camarillo.
That's where federal agents faced off with protesters who tried to stop them from conducting an immigration raid at a massive cannabis farm. Screams and chaos as federal agents threw tear gas and flashbangs into the crowd of protesters yesterday. The raid involving ICE and the National Guard. The target, a company called Glass House Farms, which bills itself as the largest cannabis growing operation in the world, employing hundreds of people. Dozens were detained and loaded onto vans, which is when protesters then pelted with rocks.
When you cross a line on impeding us, you're going to be arrested. If you cross the line and put hands on an ICE officer, zero tolerance, you're going to be arrested. So yell and scream all you want. You're not going to stop ICE from doing our job.
They're literally the Nazis of 2025. This is the United States of America, and we don't have the military come in and just disappear our people. People have rights in this country.
Right now, it's unclear how many people were detained. Border Patrol officials do say 10 undocumented juveniles were found at the cannabis facility. They tell Eyewitness News Glass House Farms is now under investigation for child labor violations. We have yet to hear a response from the company.
Now, all of those scenes out of Camarillo are disturbing enough, but things could have been worse after Air 7 appeared to capture a protester firing some sort of weapon at federal agents. And this morning, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to a conviction of the man seen here in this video captured by Air 7. It looks like the man fires a gun at least just a couple times. Thankfully, there have been no reports of anybody being struck by gunfire.
Meantime, a congressman who represents Santa Barbara County was turned away when he tried to get past federal agents during another immigration operation. This was at a farm in Carpinteria. It's still unclear how many people were taken by federal agents at this location, which is also run by Glass House Farms.
This morning, we're waiting to hear what a judge decides on a request for temporary restraining orders on immigration enforcement operations in our area.
This as LA Mayor Karen Bass works on new plans to support our immigrant communities. Eyewitness News reporter Monica De Anda is live in downtown Los Angeles with the very latest. Monica, what can you tell us?
Green, Tony, and John, good morning. We're hoping to learn details about this executive order that Mayor Karen Bass plans to sign at 8 o'clock this morning. That's when she's holding that news conference. But let's talk about this ruling that we're all following very closely. Now, a federal judge has indicated that she'll likely issue 2 temporary restraining orders, one of which orders that any immigration stops conducted by federal agents be done only if there is a reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Now, this after claims have been made that federal agents have been detaining people based on suspicion and people's race.
You guys come and attack us. Get out of here.
That's the moment an American citizen, Brian Gavidia, was briefly detained in Montebello last month, even as he tried to tell immigration agents that he was born here in the U.S. Inside of a federal courtroom yesterday, the ACLU and other advocacy groups spent hours asking a federal judge to stop what they call unjust immigration enforcement practices in Southern California on behalf of Brian and 4 others detained by ICE. They argued these raids are being conducted without probable cause, reasonable suspicion, or warrants, and agents are simply stopping people based on race.
It does not take a federal judge to recognize that what the feds have done is lay siege to our communities, rip families apart, tear them from their livelihoods, send them away, force young kids, family members, loved ones, parents to go home crying, worrying about where their beloveds are.
Attorneys for the government did not provide many specifics to refute the racial profiling claim, saying written arrest reports for each person would be burdensome and costly. Now, as we wait for today's official ruling, the federal judge overseeing this case also appeared to be leaning toward ordering that detainees be given their legal right to meet with their lawyer. Now, as we come back out here live, like I mentioned, lots going on today. We're waiting for that ruling. Also at 8 o'clock this morning, that's when the mayor is going to give us those details on her executive order that she plans to sign. And then at 9:30 this morning, we know that immigrant advocacy groups are going to hold a rally at Placita Olvera, and that is for them to announce a future demonstration as a result of these ongoing ICE raids in our communities. Reporting live from downtown Los Angeles, Monica De Anda, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Monica, thank you. And stay with Eyewitness News for the latest on the immigration raids here in Southern California. We will bring you the judge's decision when it comes, and find updates anytime on abc7.com and the ABC 7 Los Angeles app.
New this morning, the search for suspects on after a deadly stabbing in Thousand Oaks. It happened around 8:30 last night near Crescent Way and Skyline Drive. Deputies were responding to a public disturbance call when they found a man with stab wounds. He was rushed to a hospital where he later died. No word yet on what may have led up to the stabbing.
Dramatic video captures a deadly crash on the 10 freeway in the Coachella Valley. It happened yesterday morning near the Date Palm Drive exit. A big rig appears to have lost control and swerved straight into the center divider before crashing into oncoming traffic. It all happened so fast that drivers didn't even have enough time to react. 2 people died in the crash.
We're learning more about a terrible incident near Calabasas where an 8-year-old boy was killed by a falling tree limb. It happened as kids were waiting to get picked up from a summer camp on Wednesday. A 25 to 30-foot branch suddenly snapped off an oak tree. In addition to the boy who was killed, an 11-year-old girl suffered a broken leg. A 5-year-old boy had cuts and a head abrasion, and 2 adults were also hurt, including one who got a concussion.
An LAPD officer opens fire in Hyde Park, killing a suspect during what police say was an armed robbery in progress. What led up to the deadly encounter?
Plus, caught from above, Riverside police using drones to crack down on illegal fireworks. The number of citations issued and the